How does a 32-year-old star with no illegal drugs in her system die from conditions doctors say were treatable? And then just 5 months later, her husband dies in the same house from strikingly similar causes. Brittany Murphy's case was ruled accidental. But the timeline, the isolation around her, and the theories that followed never really stopped haunting Hollywood. Brittany Murphy's story still unsettles people because it feels like two stories happening at once. One is official, medical, and painfully simple. The other is cultural, emotional, and full of suspicion. The official story says Brittany Murphy died on December 20, 2009, after collapsing at her Hollywood home. The Los Angeles County coroner ruled her death accidental, caused primarily by community-acquired pneumonia, with iron deficiency anemia and multiple drug intoxication from prescription and over-the-counter medication listed as contributing factors. Reports also said there was no alcohol or illegal drugs in her system. That alone was shocking enough. Murphy was only 32. She was widely known as bright, funny, and electric on screen, from Clueless to 8 Mile to Uptown Girls. But what gave the case its long afterlife was what came next. In the weeks before her death, she had reportedly been suffering from flu-like symptoms. Former medical examiner Dr. Lisa Skanen later said the pneumonia was severe and likely developing for some time, and that earlier hospital treatment might have given her a chance. Even more disturbing was the reported extent of her anemia. In later retellings of the autopsy findings, Skanen described it as life-threatening. Then came the second shock. Just 5 months later, Brittany's husband, Simon Monjack, was found dead in the same home. He was 40. The coroner later found similar causes: pneumonia and anemia. That parallel is one of the main reasons the case never left the realm of public mystery. 2 deaths. Same house. Similar medical findings. Same atmosphere of confusion. Even when officials point to natural and treatable conditions, many viewers instinctively feel there must be more. That feeling grew because Simon Monjack had already become a deeply controversial figure in the public story. Over the years, friends, co-workers, and later documentary interviews described him as controlling, isolating, and unusually dominant in Brittany's life. Reports have said people close to her believed she had become cut off from parts of her professional team and support system. That does not prove a crime. But it does help explain why so many people began questioning whether neglect, manipulation, or something darker sat behind the official cause. From there, theories multiplied. One theory focused on the house itself, especially mold. The idea spread quickly because respiratory illness and the same residents seemed too strange to ignore. But reporting at the time quoted Assistant Chief Coroner Ed Winter saying mold was not a factor in their deaths, even if the property was still looked at out of precaution. Another theory came from Brittany's estranged father, who publicly pushed the idea that she may have been poisoned. Hair tests were later cited in support of that claim. But experts referenced in later coverage and in the 2021 documentary said those heavy metal findings were not found where they would need to be to support poisoning as the cause of death. They argued the results were more consistent with outside contamination from ordinary cosmetic products like hair dye or hairspray. And that is why the Brittany Murphy case still lives in the space between tragedy and suspicion. Verified fact says she died of severe but treatable medical conditions, worsened by anemia and medications, and that Simon Monjack later died of similar conditions. Verified fact also says officials did not find illegal drugs, did not rule her death a homicide, and did not accept mold as the cause. The deeper reason people keep returning to this story is not just the verdict. It is the contradiction. Brittany Murphy looked like a Hollywood success story, yet the ending feels medically preventable, socially isolating, and emotionally unresolved. Was Brittany Murphy the victim of a hidden plot, or of something almost more frightening? A collapse that should have been noticed, treated, and stopped in time?